Do you ever feel like sometimes that everyone around you has gone absolutely crazy because all you hear is just garbage spewing from their mouths or garbage spewing on the internet from their fingertips as they're typing? They're typing garbage. Well, if this has been your feeling, then you're not alone. In fact, I also feel that garbage is just all around me. And at sometimes I find myself saying garbage, which is just super annoying because I'm like, I don't want to be a garbage spewer. I want to recycle good words and good thoughts and good ideas. And yet the crap that gets sucked into our subconscious and then comes out into the atmosphere around us, not only does it need to stop, but it's just stressful. So for today's video, I'm giving you 10 words or phrases that I think are garbage and really should just have died in 2023. Oh my goodness. I'm almost embarrassed to say these. I'm so sorry in advance. My apologies. What's up, everybody? This is Ray with Get Real Ray, a place and space for life and business tips from this creative soul to hopefully inspire you on your journey of self-improvement, or at the very least, provide you with some laughs. And now, let's get real. OMG. I found myself on the internet, right? I don't know even, when you get on the internet and you start searching for something, but then all of a sudden you find yourself in this crazy rabbit hole. And I came across something, I don't know if it was on Reddit, I don't know if it was like some kind of Twitter X screenshot, I don't remember what it was, but I just remember seeing some sort of acronym next to an actress's photo, and I thought, what on earth does this mean? Have I been away from pop culture so long that I have no clue what these people are talking about? It was an attractive actress, so it was clear that the comments being made by the male commenters was not favorable, I would say, in the sense that at times when celebrities are attractive, individuals feel that they can comment on these celebrities as if they are, a piece of meat, a garment on the rack in a store. Do I want that? Do I not want that? So it was that kind of thing. And it was comments about Margot Robbie, who is Margot Robbie, who is a very talented actress and quite attractive as well. She plays into her appearance in her roles, and good for her, right? Many actors play into their appearance. What is it? Christopher, there's an actor who is very slim and often plays kind of like gangly looking villains or just mysterious characters. And I wish I could I want to say Crispin or something. I'm going to look it up and then I'm going to put it in the comments because I am losing the name right now. Very talented actor. I think he might have been in Back to the Future as I'm thinking back on this. No, it is not Michael J. Fox. Anyway, point being, there are a lot of actors who play into their physical appearance as part of their decision to take roles or the roles that they play. So this particular actress using her physical attributes in her work is not a big deal. She's also very talented in not just in terms of her acting, but she does producing and directing as well. So, actors do what they do. My point is that comments were being made about this person's physical appearance and desirability in terms of whether or not she was doable, screwable. I don't even want to use the F word right now. I know I can. It's YouTube. I get it. But I just don't, because I feel like it's very degrading. I myself don't feel like I want to evaluate myself or evaluate others based off of whether or not I feel like I would want to reproduce their babies or reproduce with them, not reproduce their babies. That would be weird. So reproduce with them or have their babies or just like be interlocking sweaty bodies. Okay. So with that being said, I super hate that this has been a thing in pop culture, at least in the United States, for, gosh, I'm going to say almost a decade in terms of publicly, freely commenting on this and it not being frowned upon. Now, keep in mind, back in like the 50s or whatever, people would look at photos of Marilyn Monroe and, you know, comment on her vivacious figure and things of that nature. But you know, you would have interviewers who would say kind of things. However, I don't feel that it would be something to find printed in, say, the newspaper or the Daily Gazette, whether or not this person looks like they were worth having sex with. I mentioned like the Daily Gazette or newspaper because back then there was no social media and people did not have the internet to go on and just freely spew their garbage. And so let's get down to the words. And these are in no particular order. They are just garbage all around. I will certainly share what I feel is just the most ridiculous garbage Rooney. I want to know in the comments below what you have also found to be just annoying and problematic and you want it to be shot, dead, buried, incinerated. I don't even know. Like, you're just so over it and you just feel like that phrase, that word, that acronym needs to go. Okay, so I've been talking about the acronyms related to the doability of other people. So I don't even remember the one that I saw, but MILF, DILF, SMILF, all of those needs to go. So done with it. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, great. So you rate somebody as a MILF. Well, maybe that person doesn't want to sleep with you. Chances are the person doing the rating is not someone who is at the top of their list of, oh yes, I'd like to be with that person. Oh please, I'm so grateful that they want to sleep with me. I hope they give me the honors. Like, get out of here. Come on. I will also take the phrase cougar and kick that out of here as well. We don't refer to men who go after younger ladies or as a particular type of animal. They're just guys. They're just guys being guys. They're manly men, right? So why on earth do women get labeled as cougars? Beyond me. Women, stop labeling women as cougars. As much as I love Courtney Cox. Didn't she have a show called like Cougar Town or something like that? Like, come on. And I can understand you're making jokes off of phrases and all that stuff, but really, we're not doing ourselves any favor by using these phrases, honoring these phrases, accepting these phrases. Get it out of here, done, buried. No thanks you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say that cougar could go in the same land as MILFs and SMILFs and all that stuff. So that's my number one. Number two, and I am going to look at my notes at times. Number two is the BITCH, okay? Baddie. Oh, okay. I was raised off hip hop. I love hip hop. I love it to bits. But I am so tired of the word BITCH being used as a form of empowerment. It's used to put women down. I think back to the Queen Latifah song, Who You Calling Up? Right? And gosh, that song is probably like 20 years old, maybe older. OMG. And yet here we are in, well, y'all, it's 2024. So we're only a few hours into 2024. So let's just say as of 2023, that phrase was still being used to put women down as well as by women to uplift them, right? Like, oh, you know, that's my girl. She's such a, or if you want to be mean to somebody, oh my goodness, she is such a, why? Why? Why are women being equated to female dogs in heat? It just doesn't make any sense. We need to stop this. I say we, I mean me and anyone who's bothering to listen to me right now. Who am I to talk? I don't find it empowering. It really just says it's okay. So if you think back to that movie Mean Girls, and I think the characters, okay, I've never really seen the movie, but I'm familiar with a lot of the terminology for it. And the characters at times call it, you know, you're such a slut or stuff like that, right? And that's been taken into pop culture, and people use that endearingly towards friends and whatnot. But why would it be okay to be associated as an animal? When you're like 5, it's cool to be thought of as a kitten or a puppy. Like, I'm such a kitty cat. Meow, 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 meow. Or, you know, oh, I'm a dog. Woof, 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 woof. But when someone says, oh, my girl, you are such a, right? The other person isn't like, oh, you know I am. Woof, woof, woof. Like, that does not happen. It just doesn't. It doesn't. So it's just pointless. It really is. Yo, you such a lion, son. Like, what? No, just be a human. Let animals be animals. Let humans be humans, and leave it at that. Just stop with the animal kingdom. It's stupid. Enough already. Okay. So, also adding on to that, of course, this whole idea of a baddie. She's such a baddie. What is? I remember like Michael Jackson, you know, I'm bad. Okay, bad meaning bad, not bad meaning good. Okay, got it. But yeah, it's stupid. I don't know. I don't even know what else to say about baddie other than that. It just seems like someone lacked the desire to master other words in the English language and just took the word bad and slapped a few extra letters on it to seem cool. I just don't understand. Okay, so boss. Oh, you such a boss. You're a boss, babe. All right, my boss ladies. Enough. I believe that the word boss can be empowering. However, maybe it's just because it's so heavily used in pop culture. It's kind of lost the feeling of empowerment and just kind of makes me want to vomit. I mean, I think it's also the fact that there are a lot of people using the phrase boss, and yet they themselves do not speak in a manner in which makes me feel confident in their leadership skills. And part of this goes towards that, let me speak on a super casual level because I'm just like you, and you know, I'm cool with the coolest and down with the downest. And just this idea of trying to be hip and young and all that stuff. And it doesn't work. I was watching something the other day, you know, these YouTube promotionals, and this woman said, my hand on my heart, promise. And I thought I was really into what you had to say until you just said hand on your heart, promise. And now I feel like you're, 12 years old in Girl Scouts? What is this? I no longer have confidence in you because, in my opinion, you are not speaking like an adult who runs businesses, multi-million businesses. You don't speak like an adult who has experience, and that's someone that I should be taking advice from. I know. Okay, this coming from me, and I use the word stupid so many times in this video, okay? But, you know, I'm sharing my thoughts. I am not asking you to pay thousands of dollars for my thoughts. I'm asking you to do that. But you could like and subscribe. Ding! You can like, that would be cool. You can comment below too. So those are just a few. I've kind of stopped with the counting, so I'll have to put some numbers on this video, I think. Or maybe I'll put the numbers in the comments. Okay, so You might be thinking, okay, this list is just all these rants about things that Americans use to refer to women. Get it, Ray, whatever. Beep, beep. No! There is more. Mental health. Yes, it is a industry within the healthcare industry. But the term, a lot of these just come down to terms that started with good intention, and then people misuse them and abuse them and overuse them, and so now they just make me go, please stop. So mental health. Okay, yes, it's important to take care of your mental health. I have seen so many things online about people using mental health as an excuse for just about everything under the sun. Maybe you are probably thinking, Ray, maybe you should just stay offline. And maybe this is what I should do. It's just not be online because clearly I can't handle it. It's affecting my mental health. But yeah, she killed her kids because of her mental health. She killed her boyfriend because of her mental health. Don't watch this video because of your mental health. I need 10 days off of work because of my mental health. I need free whatever because of my mental health. Like, your mental health cannot be excused for everything. At some point, you need to have the tools to manage your effing mental health. Get it together. If you don't know how, if you don't know where to turn to, if your parents didn't equip you with those skills, then go call a mental health professional and ask them how you can have coping tools instead of just posting online about how you are entitled to so many things because of your mental health. Like, enough already. I have known so many people in my personal life who use mental health as an excuse for things, an excuse for bad behavior. I've done another video as mental health an excuse for bad behavior, and I am so fed up with it. Just in 2024, my gift to you is to empower you to not use mental health or anything as an excuse. Don't. Just no excuses. No excuses. I am not loving some of my habits right now. Okay? I could blame my mental health. I'm overeating because, or I'm sleeping in because, or I can't go to sleep on time because, I get up too early because. Yes, I can blame the blame game, but I'm not going to. Because it all comes back to me. Doesn't matter what my parents did when I was being raised. It doesn't matter what someone did or didn't do to me, what someone did or didn't give to me. At the end of the day, it's all about me and what I do to take charge. And so, okay, you were traumatized. Get it, got it. Most of us were. And stop using your mental health as an excuse to whatever. Like, I don't want to see another post about how someone got fired from their job because they took a mental health day. Like, did you have those vacation days because while you needed a mental health day, someone else had to be called in? Maybe they didn't have a babysitter. Maybe it was stressing them out. Maybe they couldn't find someone to come in, and so the manager had to take over for you because you just decided you couldn't come to work, and that manager was already at their limit, underpaid, understaffed, super stressed, and maybe that corporation doesn't have the margins in order to give that manager a raise. Or maybe it's not even up to the corporation, it's up to the franchisee. And so that manager is now having a mental health crisis because you had to have a mental health day because you couldn't handle going out in the rain, or, you know, your boyfriend broke up with you and so you couldn't come to work. Okay, and this is not just a problem with ladies either. I just realized I said your boyfriend broke up with you. But maybe it was a dude whose boyfriend broke up with him. Or maybe it was a dude whose girlfriend broke up with him. I'm just saying. This applies to everybody. Okay. Now, the media. The media. Well, you know, we can't get a fair trial because of the media. Well, voting's a problem because of the media. The media. OMG. The media has become like this dark overlord all of a sudden. We used to have the news. That used to be a thing. You would have the news. Sometimes that would be separated from newspapers, right? You had your regular like TV shows and whatnot. But now it's just the media, these dark overlords who apparently are just spreading misinformation everywhere and killing all of our souls. Hello, just because the media says or does something doesn't mean you don't do research. Lazy pants. And also, the media, their job is to give information. Now, if citizens of your country, like in my country, the United States, if people are willing to consume garbage and giving the views, giving the clicks, giving the likes, the comments, and all that stuff, that's their way of telling the media, we want more garbage. Oh my goodness, I'm so shocked and outraged. I can't believe this. Give me more. What are you, like a drug addict? Give me a break. Stop blaming the media for everything and start looking at what your role is in what the media is creating. Because when it comes down to it, content providers will provide the content that people will consume. And if that consumption gets the provider more revenue and keeps them in business and keeps the jobs going and the lights on, they don't see it as a bad thing. They see it as, hey, this news anchor wants to be able to report on the news. We would like to make this happen. Apparently, people want to hear this kind of information, so we should do more stories on that. Got it, everybody? Do more stories on that, because that is what is getting our ad revenue to come in. That's what people are commenting on. We wanted to do stories on this other thing. No one's paying attention. No one's commenting on it. No one wants to talk about it. So let's do the stories that seem people are interested in. And then that way, this news person keeps their job. We could create other jobs. Everyone has some money to go ahead and feed their families. And then we can stop blaming inflation for everything. How long have we been blaming inflation for everything? Inflation is just part of the cycle of economics, right? And people who are blaming inflation for everything don't even know like what inflation means a lot of times. So that's not one of the words that I'm going to say needs to be shot and killed. Blaming inflation probably should go away. But with that being said, the media, let's stop using it as an excuse. Okay, here we go. We're getting towards the end of this list. Because of capitalism. Oh my goodness. I'm so tired of people blaming capitalism for everything. Well, and how about that food that you're eating? You don't want to eat that food? Okay, so the job that you have, you want someone to tell you what kind of job you need to do? You don't want to have the job that you have? Maybe you don't want the job that you have. Maybe you don't want to work. But in that case, you still have to contribute something, no matter what kind of government you feel should be in place or what kind of economic system should be in place. You still have to contribute something. So instead of blaming capitalism for everything, can you show me a system that fits all your needs? A successful system that fits all your needs. Because when you do the research, the systems that are out there, they're all flawed. They are all flawed. So unless you've invented some new system that's going to solve not only your needs, but the needs of everyone else, because remember, these systems are designed with the goal of anticipating what everyone will need, how everyone will benefit. But fact is, you can't control everyone. You can't really predict the future. You can make educated guesses. However, if you feel like society would be better if everyone was given at least $100 every month just for existing, just for breathing, how is that money going to be generated? Or maybe That's already been solved. The $100 is given to everyone just for existing. You still might have one person who's just a jerk and decides, I'm going to go take that person's 100 and that person's 100 because I can, because I want to see if I can, right? So that person being a jerk, they don't necessarily need the money more than others because everyone has the same amount of money. Everyone's been guaranteed that. And yet you just have these uncontrolled variables that exist. So stop blaming capitalism for everything. No, capitalism is not perfect. And yes, there are other systems that may be better or maybe not. Do your homework. Instead of just playing the blame game, do your homework before you start pointing the fingers. Fingers, point. Okay, my friends, I know some of you are going, oh, what is this lady even talking about? She don't know what she's talking about. Okay, so do the research and put it in the chat. And please provide evidence of whatever it is you're saying. If you feel that people who use the term MILF are actually more educated than those who do not use that term. And baddies historically have higher degrees than those who are not baddies. They are not only college educated, but they also hold PhDs. And there's been scientific research that the term baddie has increased self-esteem by 200% in young women between the ages of 14 and 35. If you have those stats, put it in the chat and link to your source, because if it's just something your cousin told you, no. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so going back to my list, we're getting to some others here. Drip. You dripping? You drip like, no, just no. What do you have, food on your face? Are you not able to swallow and drink liquids appropriately? Did something fall on you? Why are you dripping? This is not appealing. No, it's just not. So drip, get it out of here. It does not need to be considered cool by any generation. And I get it. Oh, she just don't, that's what, look. Part of being in pop culture is that people come up with phrases that they want to try to make cool. Okay. And if it catches, I think of Paris Hilton. That's hot. Right. Well, before she was saying that's hot, people would just be, like, oh, that's cool. That's ice cold. Okay. So for you, that's hot. Okay, great. Then the term, oh, that's fire. This is all just ridiculous. Hot, cold, cool, fire, whatever. I feel like cool has been around for so long that I use it myself. I try to stop using it because I realize I sound like, I don't know, somebody who's watched way too many beach movies or something, and that's fire. It's just ridiculous. Just stop. Why are we resulting to just defining things and our excitement about things and our like for things based on temperature? It makes no sense. Just stop it. Is the next thing gonna be like, yo, that is like 110, son? Yes. You know what I'm saying? It's off the charts. It's like, yo, Celsius up out of here. I think I want a t-shirt that says Celsius up out of here. There we have it. That is my contribution to pop culture. Celsius up out of here. I'm going to put it on a hat and a shirt, and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to have like the next catchphrase is, yo, that performance, I'm telling you, son, Celsius up out of here. Yeah. Okay. I kind of like it actually, but no. There are so many amazing words in languages in and of itself, but in the English language, there are tons of amazing words that are not used on a regular basis. No. When you think of all the words you use and all the words you know, it's just not even close. Once you actually have to explain to somebody what a baddie is, or a boss, or a cougar, now to check my list, like what other ridiculous things have I explained? A cougar? Yeah. Then you just go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I had to somehow clarify what that means and why it is acceptable, because it's just not acceptable. It's just not. No, not acceptable. Okay, we're almost done with the list, you guys. We are getting there. And so, I don't think, I kind of skipped over this one, but side hustle. I'm so sick of the term side hustle, because I drank the Kool-Aid too, everybody. You know, I was just like, yo, I need to make some extra money. And I don't really feel like I was going around saying, yo, I gotta get a side hustle, but you see it on the YouTubes all the time, right? You see it in various blogs, side hustle, side hustle, side hustle. And as someone who has pretty much had more than one job since high school, right? The idea of side hustle, part of me just laughs hysterically, like, there is no such thing as a side hustle, honey. It's just called working multiple jobs. I like to think about that old TV show. I think it was in Living Color, where they had the Jamaican family. It was just kind of like, how many jobs today you got, son? Oh, well, pa, I'm going to go work this job, and I'm going to go work that job. Okay. In my mind, my Jamaican accent was so much better. And then it came out and I was like, nah, it went somewhere. Like, I find it hilarious that everybody wants to have a extra job. This whole idea of side hustle, whether it's taking a hobby of yours and turning it to income, or just doing something like DoorDash and Uber, or, you know, Camden or whatever to make extra money. Although I appreciate the idea in society right now, at least in American culture, that there's this encouragement for people to take financial responsibility and to earn extra money in order to pay down their debt, or turn their dreams into money generating businesses that can then allow them to do the work that they want to do and perhaps become full-time work and fuel their future. All the same, there is no such thing as truly passive income. Side hustle is really just a second job. I mean, think about, what is a hustle, right? Like, a hustle is trying to sell and push and kind of get one over on someone, right? When you think of a hustler, right? Oh, so, you know, you need what you need. I got some watches here for you. So, if you need a watch, you know what I'm saying? I can hook you up. What? You don't need a watch? It's all good. You want a chain? I got a chain for you. You know what I'm saying? No. Come on over here. I got something for you, right? So, what am I? Some kind of like 1970s, open my trench coat, here is the display of my goods kind of person? Like, let's stop calling it a side hustle. Let's call it what it is. It's just another job. It's another job. Whether it's part-time, full-time, short-time, anytime, flex-time, don't matter. It's another job. And now we have come to my final complaint. Don't be a Karen. I feel sorry for anyone who named their child Karen before the term Karen got sucked into pop culture and represented someone who is entitled, an entitled female who is over the top, demanding, and just all the annoying things, right? Because there are a group of women going around right now who are embarrassed to give their name on their name tag, on job applications, when they meet someone. And if they are like at Starbucks trying to order something, they're just like, Kate, my name's Kate. They don't want to say Karen, because if there's any complaint about the coffee, they're going to be called down on it. Karen, your coffee's ready. Karen, I'm sorry, I did not order a mocha frappa. Oh, okay, really, Karen? Really? You didn't order a mocha frappa? Wait, you know what? Let me get my phone and let me film this. Because I'm going to post it on the socials. Because you're totally being a Karen right now. Like, I feel so bad for those men. And with that being said, it makes no sense. I literally had to speak to somebody who was living in Japan why Americans use the term Karen. That's ridiculous. And I agree. And so it's ridiculous. We need to stop it. We need to kill it. We need to stop. Just stop. Let these women have their names back with pride, I tell you. And so I want to know, do you agree with my list? OMG. There's another phrase I should never use again. Do you agree with my list? Let me know in the comments below. And here's a bonus. Boomer. Hey, boomer. Y'all, these boomers, they don't understand. It used to be a time when someone who was older than you was respected and shown respect and given respect. But in the United States, that time is long gone. And the idea that because someone is over the age of, I don't know, over the age of 25 or 30, that person is therefore not only geriatric, but has like the prehistoric brain of a dinosaur and cannot possibly comprehend what it is that younger generations feel or going through or need or what have you. Just stop. Because with living life a longer amount of time comes life experiences. And those life experiences do equate to some kind of knowledge, sometimes wisdom. There are some things that no matter how many YouTube videos or how much ChatGPT or social media you consume, the ability to fully understand those things just comes from life experience. Okay, yeah, there are some things that older people don't get, like what's the purpose of having multiple social media accounts? But is that necessarily a reason to just say because of your age, you are completely irrelevant and should be allowed to have a say in society? I don't really think so. Yeah. And so the term boomer needs to go. We need to actually take a moment to think about whether or not that older person is making any kind of sense. And if their words of wisdom actually do not reflect the current reality, then maybe we could talk to that person instead of just completely disregarding them. Because when you were younger and people disregarded your opinion and your thoughts because of your age, didn't you kind of want for someone to be like, well, let me hear you out? And then to be able to have that conversation, to hear both sides, and then to maybe help the other side understand where their thought process or their philosophy or their theory or their experience is not relevant or no longer applies or is missing something. Hey, work together, intergenerational. Don't just shut people out. And with that, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful 2024 full of lots of amazing words that don't include anything from my list. I want to know what's a word or phrase in the English language that has just ticked you off and you no longer want to hear. Let me know in the comments below. As always, it's been fun. This has been Ray with Get Real Ray. And until next time, let's keep it real, y'all. Peace.